Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. As you can tell by the title of the video, my Colourpop Star Wars palette finally came in. I am so excited, and most of the reason why I am super excited is because I haven't reviewed a palette from Colourpop in quite some time. I enjoy Star Wars. No, I have not seen all the movies. The last two are the only two that I have not seen, so I can't sit here and say that I am a huge fan because I would be lying, but I do enjoy the franchise, the Star Wars franchise, and I have enjoyed every single movie that I have watched. I am a sci-fi lover. My #1 favorite movie is The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis, and is it Mila Jovovich? I think that's how you say her name. So I am a huge sci-fi fan, therefore I do enjoy the Star Wars movies. I am just not like a fanatic. I do have, I think, 2 t-shirts that are Star Wars, but I couldn't find them for this video. So we're going to create 2 eye looks, do some swatches, talk, all the good stuff. If you want to see what I think about this palette, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right guys, so this is what the unicorn looks like, and I really love the fact that they used the old school characters on the actual cover itself. I really enjoy that. It's pretty nostalgic and it just brings back memories, you know? I looked all over the unicorn and on the palette. I don't see a shelf life, so I don't actually know. I'm guessing 12 months, but I didn't see one. And it retails for $24. You can purchase, well, you were able to purchase it at Coloupop.com or Ulta, but the palette itself is actually sold out at both websites. From what I can see, only the lip gloss, the lipsticks, and one of the jelly shadows is available at Ulta. And on the Colourpop website, it looks like all the lipsticks, the lip glosses, both the jellies, and that is about it. Now for the PR package, or the collection I should say, it does say email me, so maybe they're thinking about restocking this. I'm not sure, but if they don't, you're basically just here to get inspiration on some eye looks because you can't purchase this anymore. Okay, so why don't I go ahead and get you on in closer. All right guys, let's dig in to this palette and create eye look #1. I'm excited. It's been a good minute since I have reviewed a Colourpop palette. Honestly, and I probably already mentioned it, I don't purchase directly from the website anymore because they just take so long with shipping. But I do feel like this color story is just such an interesting and beautiful one. So that is the main reason why I am excited to dig into this palette. Okay, I'm going to start with a Sigma Soft Blend 2.0. I'm going to jump into this shade right here, which is called Starfighter. I mean, we all know that Colourpop Cosmetics is pretty good with their formulas. There's not too many formulas. Well, I haven't tried that many palettes, but every palette I have tried from Colourpop, the formula is there. It is beautiful. It works just amazing. This is definitely going to be a cool tone taupey shade, and you could definitely see it on my crease. Bring it down here too. All right, for some reason that shade's looking a tiny bit gray on me. Okay, I'm actually going to dip into this shade right here, Rebellion. It's been a good minute since I have used blues on my eyes. I want to say my baby shower for the twins, especially almost like a blue like this. I'm going to go in the inner corner. Oh, this is a Morphe Aerial A20. Beautiful shade. Also in the outer corner. And I'm going to really build up this shade. I'm going to bring it on the lower lash line, but only about halfway in. All right, this is what we got. Now with that Sigma Soft Blend, I'm going to go back into the transition shade Starfighter, and I'm just going to clean up the edges of the blue. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit darker than it's appearing on the lid, but it's okay. We're gonna make it still look good. All right, and now for the lid, I'm going to jump into this shimmer right here, which is Space Pirate. Ooh, it feels almost gel-like. It's gonna go right in the middle. Okay, this is what it's looking like. I thought that shade was not going to be this dark, so hopefully we can lighten it up just a tiny bit with this silver shade right here, Castle Run. And I'm going to lightly, and I mean lightly, dip into it and put that on top of that, just to kind of give it a small little tiny silver shift to it as well. Just doing my own little mixeroo. To brighten it up a tiny bit. It's a little too purple and dark. I did also put that other shade on the lower lash line, so I'm going to do the same. Just barely tapped into it. All right, and now with the Sigma F70, I'm going to dip into Kessel Run, which is like that silver shade, and I'm going to pop it on the inner corner. Hopefully it works with the brush. Oh, it does work with the brush, perfect. Oh wow. All right guys, and here is the finished eye look. For the lip combo, I went in to Sugar and Spice Cap Cosmetics lip liner and this Dose of Colors Matte Liquid Lip in Flirty. It's a little dry because I don't use matte liquid lips anymore, but I just kind of smudged it out and I feel like it goes good with the silver and just the coolness of this eye look. I did go into a white eyeliner to tightline and for the waterline. Maybe I should have gone differently, but I think it looks okay. And for lashes, I went in to Flutter in the bright lashes. They're like half style lashes, and I just went into my highlight for the brow bone. Let me scooch on out just a tiny bit. All right, so here's what the full face looks like. I don't feel like the blush goes too well with the look, but it's okay. It's what we're working with. It's definitely a very bold and out there eye look. It's not something that I would wear like just because. I would definitely have a specific occasion for this, but it's a beautiful eye look. It reminds me of like the Galaxy for sure. So if this is your kind of eye look, then I feel that you would love it. Let me know what you think. Why don't we go ahead and move on to eye look number 2. All right guys, let's dig right in. I think I'm going to jump into Alliance. I'm going to use that as a transition shade. I think for today I'm going to dip into the reds. I don't use reds often and these reds look so beautiful, so yeah. All right, this is an Ariel and Morphe A11, and I'm lightly dipping into it because I want to use this kind of like a transition shade. Also, that is my child. You guys, if you're longtime viewers, you already know what's up. But yeah, my toddler is here with me. I'm going to try and blow this out and really just kind of thin the pigment out. I did use the MAC paint pot to set my eyes, or to prime I should say. Bring it on the lower lash line as well. All right guys, now with this fluffy LMR Cosmetics brush, there's no number to it. I'm going to dig into this shade right here, which is Galactic Empire. I'm going to use this in the crease. It does have shimmer, but I think I'll be able to make it work. So it's going to go in the outer corner. I'm going to blend it out first and then pack it. I'm going to bring it on the lower lash line. And only about halfway in, because if I put too much of this, I'm gonna look like a half pink eye. All right, now with this Sigma E25, I'm going to dip into the darker red in the palette, which is Republic. I'm going to deepen up the outer corner a tiny bit. I'm doing tappy motions first and then I'll blend. I'm going to bring it down on the lower lash line as well. All right, this red. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to jump into outer rim. I'm going to use the middle finger, and that's going to go right here in the middle. Then now with my index finger, I'm going to jump in to New Hope, the gold one. I'm going to put this right here. I'm kind of swiping. Okay, this is what that is looking like, but I kind of want to dig in to Rebel Princess right here because I feel like it's more of a topper shade. I'm just going to lightly tap this all over the gold and that middle like purpley shade, just to give it a different shift. And I did do the same thing right in the inner lower corner. So with my pinky, I'm going to dip into that one as well. I'm going to do the same, just so I can kind of match. All right, and for the inner corner, I think I'm going to jump into Hyperdrive right here. I'm using a F70 from Sigma. Hopefully I can pick it up with this brush. I'm going to use that in the inner corner. Okay, and I'm actually going to take just a tiny bit of Star Destroyer, which is the dark one. This is a reference number 13. I'm lightly dipping into it, and I think I'm going to create just a small little like outer corner kind of wing. I'm mostly tapping. I'm not dragging too much. All right, guys, and here is what the final eye look looks like. It's pretty dramatic, it's pretty bold, but that's what I was going for, and I'm not mad at it. I did go in to some Kiss Lashes, what is Jubilee is style. I did go in to my Colourpop nude liner right on the waterline, and for the brow bone, I went ahead and used Rebel Princess right here. It felt like it was probably the best for the brow bone. But yeah, here is the final eye look. I love it. Don't wear red eyeshadow often, and I should. Okay, so let me scoot on out so we can talk real quick and end this review and two eye look. All right, guys, so we created two eye looks and they were both pretty bold. I do feel like if you are going to purchase this palette, you're definitely going to create mostly very bold eye looks. I mean, there is some neutral tones in there, but for the most part, I feel like you're going to get a pretty dramatic eye look from this palette. So I feel like this definitely is targeting a specific audience, and you are either here for it or you are not. But I feel like every single shade I used performed beautifully. The only shade that disappointed me just a tiny bit is, what is it called? Rebellion right here. It looks so dark in the pan, but I feel like it did not translate at all once you actually blended it in. Like, see, that looks nothing like the pan. I don't feel like. I definitely thought that it was going to be more of like a navy blue. So that is the only disappointment from the palette. Everything else performed beautifully, and I used 12 shades out of the 15. The only ones I didn't use are this one, and which other one? This one right here. But all of the other shades, the mattes, the shimmers, they all worked beautifully. That red shimmer shade was more of a metallic. It didn't have like a bunch of sparkle, and that's why I was able to use it in the crease, which I feel looks beautiful. Overall, everything performed beautifully. Colourpop does have a pretty good formula, and for the price, it's a great brand to invest some of your money on. Every eyeshadow palette that I do own from Colourpop, I actually really enjoy, so they have never really disappointed me. I'll go ahead and insert some swatches here of the palette. I don't know what, I think this is the 3rd or 4th Star Wars collab that they have released, and out of all the other ones, this is the only one that actually caught my eye and caught my attention, and that's why I purchased it. Definitely glad that I did. Anything else from the collection, like the jelly shadows, I just knew that I wasn't really going to actually use them once I've reviewed them. And for the lipstick, gosh, I have so many lipsticks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wanted to pick up that peach nude one, but I told myself, you know, pick up the palette, just pick up the palette for now. I did purchase mine from Ulta. I feel like the shipping for Ulta is faster than the Colourpop shipping. In the past, I have had issues with my stuff getting here. I do know that if I would have purchased the PR package, I think it would have come to me on time, but I did not want to do that. And I already knew that if I just purchased the palette, I probably still wouldn't have it. That's just how I feel things would have gone down. I could be wrong, but I did purchase it from Ulta, and like I mentioned, the eyeshadow palette itself is no longer available at either Colourpop or Ulta. You can try going in stores. I do know that they have it in stores. I haven't checked if mine has it, like the display. So you can try finding it that way after watching some reviews, but as far as online, you can't purchase it anymore. I don't know if they're going to bring it back. I do know that with very popular collections like this one, sometimes they do a restock, so we'll see. But like I said a couple of minutes ago, it's a good quality. I enjoyed every shade that I used, and I look forward to creating more eye looks with it. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the eye looks. I hope you enjoyed the swatches. Don't forget to let me know down below which eye look is your favorite. I think for sure this one is my favorite. I'm a huge fan of red. It is actually my favorite color. Okay, that concludes this review of the Star Wars Colourpop palette. All right, guys, well, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. All right, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.